Camera is good. Okay, it says we're live.
Ooh.
So, hello to those who are watching this pre-recorded.
Yeah, welcome to our live. This is our first episode, and we'll see like how we get on with the live. Very exciting, and welcome to everybody that's joined online on the live session, and welcome to everybody who will watch the recording. We're very excited. We thought we schedule a live to it's a celebratory time. There are so many different festivals coming in, so we should do a bit of celebratory live session with you guys, and feel free to write anything on the chat. We have a few different things planned for today, so we would love to get to know you guys and would love to introduce ourselves as well. Well, I am Gohar. I am from Pakistan. And you?
I'm Man. I'm from Lithuania, Europe.
Yeah, so we are a family, a mixed cultural family. We also have a dog, which if you are on our YouTube, you would know we've been posting some of the dog videos. So let's dive in. What the first activity that I've planned is that I would love for you to try some festive Pakistani snacks, not snacks, but like desserts. Are you up for that?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Well, currently not that much of the audience I see
No,
in terms of live, only pre-recorded.
that's all right. Like whoever joins in, that's fine. We still have one person watching. So hello, one person.
I think that's us. But we have a list of topics that we could cover. That does not necessarily mean that we'll make it.
Yeah. What I've done is I went to the shop and then I got an assorted mix of a lot of sweets. So in Pakistan we call them mithai.
If it doesn't leak, maybe show zoomed in
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah, I don't know. It might leak though. Oops.
Did
Okay.
it leak?
No, it hasn't. So,
Okay.
well, it's not really sponsored or anything. Would be nice to get
Show
sponsored.
backside. Yeah.
But there are loads of different sweets. So there's a jalebi, there's I think the rasgulla, there's gulab jamun, and there's like a few different like barfi types of things. So really excited for you to try because I don't think you've tried any like desserts in the past.
I don't think so. These look like visually like Play-Doh.
They do look like Play-Doh because they're made with flour mostly, quite a very carb-heavy food, and they're very sugary as well. But let's see, and like because in Pakistan and in a lot of different countries, obviously where they celebrate Eid, so we have Eid either tomorrow or either on Monday. So in the UK we would have Eid tomorrow. So I am already excited to get into the Eid spirit. And then in other countries where they don't celebrate, or even in these countries where they don't celebrate Eid, people still have quite a lot of festive holidays coming up, like Easter is coming up, Holi recently went. So many festive holidays these days. So I thought it would be nice to have like a festive chit chat type video. So go ahead, grab your snacks if you want, and you can try them with us. So go for it. Open it. I
All
thought
right.
it would be nice if you opened on camera and see how the packaging is.
Well, I'll do that in a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you show it on there.
Oh, yeah. Trying to make it presentable. Okay, that was
Okay.
surprisingly easy to open.
Yeah, they don't look as authentic, but we'll see how they are.
Well, for now, I smell nothingness or cold nothingness.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like in Pakistan, you would find like some of the sweets are from the fridge, but then some are served hot. For example, like
Got a
jalebi
comment.
can be served hot. Oh, somebody's saying hello. Hello, Zara.
Hello, Zara Ali.
Thank you for joining our video. I hope you're enjoying it. Go ahead. Which one would you like to try
I
first?
don't know. You pick for me.
Okay, let's see. So I would say,
Let's
like,
show like this.
yeah.
Presentable.
When I was young, I used to really like this coily thing called jalebi. I know it's really sweet, and when grew older, I did sort of grew it. It grew out of me, but it's really good. It's a unique dessert, and it's just really sweet. That's the
Alright.
thing. But it's very interesting. I think it might drip some sugar, like sugary syrup. So
Yeah.
go
Okay.
go for
Let's
it.
try. Yeah.
I do have some spoon,
Mhm.
but I don't think that's gonna help.
Mm-hmm. And if
Could
needed,
you just try into the box
if
itself?
needed, I can bring paper.
Yeah, I do have paper here actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do have some people joining, which is good.
So, well, interesting. Nothing negative, by the way. I'm just thinking, what does it reminds of?
Oh, I can hear the crunch.
Mm-hmm. What's inside? Is it honey?
No, so it's dipped in a sugary syrup.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it's all sugar, all
Mhm.
sugar and flour.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Lithuania, there is a similar dish with similar texture. It can be tubes, but more frequently, it's made like Christmas tree shape. And in English, the name would be anthill. So it's some dough baked flakes.
I would
Put-
like to find the picture. Do you know how to call
will
it in
show.
Lithuanian? Yeah, if you type it on here,
Yep.
I would like to show it to people
Mm-hmm.
how it looks like. It's nice to always have, some similar resemblance.
Yes. And it's the one that I mentioned. It's put
Ooh.
together using honey.
So this is what they have in Lithuania. That
Check
reminds
the
of taste.
more liquidy one. But as you see, there was honey.
What do you mean more liquidy?
You know, it's put together using honey.
Okay. Maybe like this.
Let me see. Well, this one, you see, it's leaky.
Okay. Well, like this. So it has like stripes of dough, something, and
We
then
got
honey.
comments.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the engagement. Whoop whoop.
Hello, Suleiman Shamshuddin.
So, how do you like jalebi?
One moment. Very strongly reminds of that Lithuanian dish, but since it is sugar syrup and not honey, it gives me an impression as if I'm eating that dish, but it is a bit more watery.
Okay, more to be. Okay, let's see. What would you like to try the next? There's quite a bit of variety.
You try and check if it's authentic.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. It's a bit soggy.
Is that normal?
No, so in Pakistan, you usually get these when they are freshly making it. So then it's quite crispy, and then they dip it in syrup. It's crispy and sweet. But in here, because I think it's been sitting in this box in the shop for a while, so it's gone a bit soggy. It's gone a bit soggy.
Understood.
But it's okay. The taste wise, it's terrible.
Let's try the next one. Let's say this yellow brown square.
Go for it.
Okay.
So I don't know which exactly. Like I would call it a burfi. Let's just show it from the close up as well. Like I would call it a burfi, but if you know it's called something else, please write in the chat because I would love to know if this has a different name.
Let's see the flavor. It reminds me of halwa.
Halwa. Yeah.
Try.
So I would say like this could be a type of halwa then solidified
Mm-hmm.
and then it becomes a burfi. That's my understanding. Okay, I will try it.
So how is it and what is it?
So this is a koya burfi, which is made out of milk and I think mainly milk, right? It's a bit coconutty as well.
What is
That's very
koya?
milky. Well, I forgot now. I think it's made out of milk. Is koya made out of milk? Can somebody tell me? I bet Sullivan knows.
In Lithuania, the word koya means leg.
Mm.
Okay,
Well, I got a bit sweetened up.
and it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning of desserts.
Let's try that green thing.
Yeah, I have a guess what this could be. Just looking at the color. Maybe show the close up as well. Oh yeah, so I did get a reply from Suleiman. Milk burfi. Yeah, so koya is milk then. Milk burfi. Okay, so this green one, I assume it's the pistachio one because the color is very green. But maybe you can tell.
To me, it tastes 80% the same as the previous.
Yeah,
Try.
I would say it would
find out.
I think the base of how they make these burfis is the same though. Like they are all made with milk. But then if, for example, if this is like pistachio, that would be only pistachio in addition to everything else. Like it would be the same base. But I don't usually like pistachio, so I'm gonna try a little bit.
Right.
So it is a pistachio burfi. Milk. Oh, okay, yeah. So you know the previous one, the koya one, is when they have milk and then they add some citrus something like some sort of acid, and then the milk just curdles, and then they take that curdle and then they make a sweet dish out of it. That's how I read milk ko parkar. Yeah, because like when it curdles up and then they make it. So that's how they make it.
I assume that the next yellow brown square is similar to the one that we tried.
I would say these two are the same. Maybe like
Let's try the pink one.
I would say these. Maybe try. What if you try like one of these? That would give a little bit of a difference. Or maybe if you want pink, yeah, go for it. Because it would be easier to compare.
I'll go, yeah, because I still remember the flavor of last two. Yeah. So I will show this one.
Yeah. It's a bit too pink. I wonder what flavor that is.
Try.
It doesn't look very tempting.
For me, it gave a feeling of coconut and something milky.
So it is this one is a coconut burfi, and the green one. So okay, so this one was the koya burfi, the off-white one. The green was a pistachio burfi. This one is a coconut burfi. Well, I'm calling it a burfi. It might be called something else, but I think they are burfi. And then we have a very, very weird one, which has like 2 layers, which also looks like a burfi. But I don't know what is it. So maybe give it a go. See.
So this brown. So it's brown bura barfi.
Bura, yeah. Yeah.
Now it started to feel more chocolatey or more cocoa related sense.
So maybe they have made a coke. I won't try this one, but yeah, they may have added like coconut. Oh, not coconut. Sorry, chocolate. Chocolate into a burfi.
So if these are the same, then only
Yeah.
2 remaining.
Yeah. So this is a very popular dessert in Pakistan. Just grab the whole thing.
Since it got stuck or something.
Yeah. Because it has all this sugary syrup. Just look at how much syrup there is
It's
underneath.
wet.
Yeah.
I'll need a
It just
tissue
gets
paper.
stuck. But this is normal, I think. This is how this. Yeah, you take it.
Well, I don't know.
So this is called a gulab jamun. Gulab jamun. Maybe you can say that.
Gulab.
Gulab jamun.
Gulab Jamshad.
There is nothing gulab jamshad.
Mm-hmm.
This is very popular. I think my mom really likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Pink is kopra pak. Oh, okay. Yeah, so pink is kopra pak. That's correct. It is a bit like a burfi, but you just call it pak.
Flavor-wise, this one is better than these squares.
It is popular.
Likewise, in Lithuania, there is very similar looking products. They taste very different. They are not wet inside, but appearance-wise, there are very similar ones.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember. I've seen in the shops like those dough balls in Lithuanian shop, but I think in addition to being a dough ball, these are also dipped in sugary syrup. So
Well,
it's just more
let's
sweet.
try the white circle.
White circle, yeah. This is also very popular in Pakistan. It's called rasgulla. Yeah, again, a very sweet thing dipped in sugary syrup. I bet it's making the audience hungry. I bet they want these desserts.
Similar. Has a little bit to me more coconutty flavor. I've never tried any of these before, to the best of my memory. And well, it feels interesting. The texture, as I was biting, it was making that squeaky sound for the teeth.
Okay. I would like to try the gulab jamun and rasgulla, just a little bite because they are very sweet. These are not very authentic. Like this gulab jamun is okay, it's edible, but in Pakistan it's a lot fresher, so it's nicer. This, I think, has been sitting in for so long, it's just got a bit harder. But in Pakistan it's so nice and like soft, so nicer. I'll try the rasgulla.
Yeah, try.
So the rasgulla is a bit similar to authentic. In Pakistan, it's obviously fresher, but this is, I would say, yeah, that's how it is. An authentic, just a bit better. But gulab jamun here is, but original ones are good. But at least this gives you an idea of what it's like to have desserts there.
Very sweet, carb heavy desserts.
Yeah, I wouldn't say these are very healthy. they are not very healthy.
Well, could be more unhealthy. So I noticed that the common thing that they have is that they all feel wet.
Yeah, because of the sugar syrup, right? Like all of these gulab jamun, rasgulla, jalebi, all of them are sugary, syrupy. So they're all very wet. Very, very correct observation.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, maybe put that aside. And I have another dish for him to try. Can anybody guess what it can be? I'll look at the comments. Can you guess what the next dish will be? It's another dessert. Something that you would have on a festive holiday. Or you could have that dessert even without festivities. You feel like a dessert, you could buy it from a bakery. Any guesses? Well, nobody's giving any guesses. So it's fine. I'll
Let's
reveal it in
reveal.
I'll reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And what that is?
It's called a rasmalai. So rasmalai is made with, so these are like these flattened balls
Mm-hmm.
in a milk, and I think the flattened balls are made with, again, are made with that um, adding an acid to milk, and then once it curdles, then you take it, so more like a cottage cheese or like
Mhm.
paneer type of thing, and
So
then you
it
stick it
is
together.
liquid. I can see it's slushing around.
Well, so you add those balls in the milk, like a condensed milk type of
Mhm.
milk, and then you have it.
Mm-hmm. So over here it says sweet milk solids in rich milk.
Yeah, that is so funny though. I will show it. So sweet milk solids. I mean, why would they say solids? That is so funny. Maybe like sweet milk. I don't know. What
Maybe
would you
it
say?
was a direct translation from some language like Urdu.
Like a Google Translate. Sweet milk solids. That is just
How do you
bad.
say solid?
No, you wouldn't really say solid, but you
Mm.
would just, maybe they could have written like dough balls or something. Not, it's not dough ball though. It's it's a curd balls. Curd balls in milk
Mhm.
instead of like solids. That's just not right.
Let's see.
That's funny.
How's our microphone? If the sound is bad, let us know.
Yeah, if you can't hear us, please
Or
let
if
us know.
you
Okay.
hear us too well, just too loud, we would put the microphones
Okay, this is
further.
packed, so you can unpack it.
Okay. So I will try to unpack it on the table.
Yeah, this so it doesn't drip. I reckon there's a hole in
Mhm.
somewhere.
Oh yeah, I noticed something. I don't want to cause a leak, so I'm doing it on the table. Okay.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Still on the risk of falling. Oh, somebody's here. Hello. I don't know who's saying Appa, but maybe I have a feeling who this can be. Hello back. Thank you for joining. I'm really excited. We are trying, for the new joiners, we are trying some Pakistani desserts because it's a festive spirit. So we have some desserts. So we have already tried these assorted sweets, which are different, which you have missed now because you joined a little bit late. But that's all right. You can watch it in the recording if you're interested. But now we are gonna try some rasmalai. This is the box of rasmalai, and now it'll be the taste test. So a bit of summary for the
Can
new
we
joiners.
tilt this? Then I would show.
Maybe just show if you can
No.
pick it up.
It will leak, you see.
Okay, no, I don't
No?
think show like this. I
Mm,
don't want to
mhm.
tilt the screen, but
Okay.
maybe like if you can pick one of the balls.
I see why they are called solids. There, just looks like white curd ball. Well, the milk is liquid, and these are certainly not liquid. That's
Yeah.
why the label called them solids in milk.
Yeah, I feel like I need to show this again. I already made fun of this, but it says here sweet milk solids in rich milk. Like, what does this mean? Sweet milk solids. What is that? That is so
I'll
funny.
comment. So, viewer named Blitz.
Blitz.
So, hello, Blitz. Appaji.
Appaji. Yeah, go give it a go.
That's little bit too much.
Yeah, I don't think you need to try the whole rasmalai solids,
I'll try
but just a
to
bite from it.
cut with a spoon.
Yeah, and show maybe here. And then
1 second.
yeah.
So I have cut a little bit with a spoon. I'll try to use it, use the lid as a plate. Well, to me, does not look very appetizing.
It doesn't, to be honest. No, not to me. Eat it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Sweet, milky, neutral text, neutral flavor, not offensive, all good.
No.
But from texture, yeah, this cannot be called solid. It's a very watery, very soft sponge.
Yeah, it is a bit spongy. Let me try it as well. See how authentic it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I'll try it with a bit of milk from
Mm-hmm.
the container. It's okay. It's bearable.
Well, it's certainly not bad.
It's very saffrony.
Mm.
But I don't see the color. That's the thing. Like saffron has such a strong color. But if you look at this container, I'll show it.
Careful,
It's literally white. So I don't know how I taste saffron in it.
Mm-hmm.
What is what is the sorcery like? Maybe they've just added some saffron flavoring and not the real saffron.
Well, who knows?
Because otherwise this should be yellow.
Okay, I will ask for more paper.
Yeah. Well, I am getting comments. Somebody wrote jiggle jiggle.
Mm-hmm.
which is very, very true for rasmalai. Well, this was all I had for trying for the desserts.
Yeah, so this was like a small intro. Well, I see it's already
Small
been
intro.
27 minutes.
Well, what I wanted
Check,
to ask you was
comment.
oh, somebody. Okay, yeah, so they're saying like when the
Translate, Karo.
yeah, so when the yogurt goes bad and then that's how they make the solids out of. Well, I think that's pretty much what I said though. Like it's curd or like cottage cheese type of thing. Well, equivalent to cottage cheese maybe.
All that wording when it goes bad.
But that's what he
Not
said.
very appetizing.
Kheer. Yeah, kheer. Okay. Yeah. Kheer is more like milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe you could tell a bit more if you when you have like some holiday or festive event in Lithuania. What type of desserts do you guys have? Is there something in particular that you always have on a festive
Need to think.
thing?
Dessert, sweet dish.
Like maybe some cake or I know they love cakes in Lithuania.
So in English, a lot of products could be called cake in Lithuania. A cake is only what is typically birthday cake. Let's look at the comment.
Someone is saying Mantas resembles Rasmalai ball. That's it.
Ooh.
When we do a bit of jiggle jiggle, it falls.
So there is a festive, let me write.
Yeah. Like write it on the Google and then see. Maybe we can show the picture. Because in Lithuania, they are really into desserts and they love their cakes. Like whenever I've been to a Lithuanian supermarket, there's a long line of cakes. So many cakes.
So the most common one is the one that looks like this.
Make him try gulab jamun. Okay, well, you're getting gulab jamun.
What is jaman? So
Gulab jamun.
first, what is this called? I think go her nose.
Okay, yeah. So this is a type of Lithuanian cake, which is called shakotis. I will come back to the gulab jamun topic, but
Mm.
I'll finish this first. So this is called shakotis, and it's like these branches hanging from the cake, and they like drop. It's like this um, horizontally hung, and then they roll it around and put like more, I don't know, dough type of thing, syrupy thing, and then it makes branches.
Yes.
So yeah, they call it
So-
shakotis, which is very in
Mhm.
line with what we have in Urdu as well, because we call shak, like shak is a branch.
Well, here it's
It's shakotis,
yeah.
like branchy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The translation would mean something like branchy, because in Lithuanian, branch is shaka.
Yeah, somebody said, "Oh, it looks like a golden Christmas tree," which is very very true. Yeah, I hadn't actually thought of that. Maybe they're inspired by a Christmas tree. Maybe that's what they tried to do.
So if you imagine a wooden cylinder or long roll with a handle in one end, like
Yeah,
so, you pour liquid dough on it and spin it, and there is fire on all four directions, top, bottom.
I'll show this picture. So that's how they have like a bit like a rotisserie, and then they keep rotating it and putting like liquid, and it keeps getting cooked, and that's how it forms branches from every direction, like the drips of.
I see here fire is on only single direction.
Well, but they can imagine.
Mhm.
Well, visualize, you guys. Visualize
And-
fire in all directions.
And then from centrifugal force, those
Centrifugal
branches turn up.
Well, there we have it. So maybe give it a go. Give gulab jamun another go. We have a request.
Okay, I'll try another gulab jamshed.
Not Jamshed. Gulab Jam.
What is
Gulab
jamshed?
Jamshed is a name. It's a bit like Junaid Jamshed.
Oh, that's where I remember this.
Yeah, because he uses Junaid Jamshed attar. I think that's how you know.
So yeah, we happen to have two of these circles
Yeah.
in the box. It's the remainder of the
Half
box.
eaten one, and
I'll try the new one.
try the new one, especially on a blitz request.
Just like the previous one, this one feels very wet. Not bad, nothing bad. It's interesting. It's very sugary in terms of flavor, sugary flavor, and I don't feel any artificial ingredients.
Really? Okay, that's good. Or do you think it's organic?
Wouldn't go that far.
It does seem to give you a lip gloss because of the sugary syrup.
Yeah, very shiny, as if it was dipped in oil.
Yeah, I don't think it's oil. I think it's all sugar.
Now take one more paper.
Yeah. Okay. Well, give feedback on how you actually like it.
I approve. I think it shouldn't be eaten daily, but if people eat this a few times a year, then nothing will happen. If they were eating that frequently, then I think people would get chubbier.
Yeah, if somebody ate gulab jamun every day, yeah, that would not go well. But I could imagine. I bet there are people who eat gulab jamun every day. Oh, somebody's like he clearly doesn't like any of our desserts. Oh,
Well, and I would say not necessarily our or your desserts. Personally, I am not big fan of sweet flavor. Is it from sugar, honey, or sweetener?
yeah, true. Then it's a little bit of a risky topic to try desserts, when we don't like sweets.
Mhm.
But yeah, how was your overall impression though? If you go to Pakistan, okay, if you went there, would you want to try the desserts?
Mhm. If I went there alone and I was walking on a street, I would try definitely. Now, considering the fact that this gulab
Gulab
uh,
jamun.
jamun item is, uh, in terms of appearance, there is an identical item in Lithuania, different texture, different product. Maybe
What
let
is
me
it
write.
called? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe we can show
Mhm,
you the gulab jamun alternative in Lithuania because I have seen it in the shop. I just haven't ever gotten the courage to buy it because it looks a bit dry, to be honest.
mhm.
Yeah, let's see.
Forgot the word, not finding.
Have you tried it? You don't seem to know about it.
Oh yeah, here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they are covered with very fine sugar.
So this is what I see in Lithuanian shops, and they have like sugar, yeah, these powdered sugar on top.
It is still very sweet, but it's more doughy, and inside it's mm, nothing wet.
Is it like just a generic donut?
Yeah, it could be called donut,
Donut.
circular
It just
donut.
reminded me of a gulab jamun is a bit like a donut.
Mhm.
I had never thought about it.
So I'm familiar with these uh, items flavor. So if I
Mm.
went in a street in Karachi and bought these because of familiar appearance, I would be surprised. I thought, oh, maybe it dropped into a bucket of oil or something.
Yeah, but over there, like gulab jamuns are pretty good though. They are good. These ones are not really, but in Pakistan, the authentic ones are really good. And I would highly recommend trying jalebi there. Jalebi is just so nice and fresh. And you just go and people are just making it right then and there.
Mhm.
They have this thing, they put like a make a coil in the oil.
If we go, we can definitely try and make a video.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, this is what I had for trying.
All this almost 40 minutes was actually intro.
Well, you keep saying
Mhm.
intro, but I don't have any
So
other thing
we
for you
have
to
a list
try.
of topics to cover. We wrote down topics that we would kind of want to talk about. So it's about culture, cultural differences. So yeah, we
Yeah,
started talking about celebratory snacks, and I showed that item named shakotis.
yeah.
Apart from that, there are various mm, uh, baked goods that, under English word, would fall cake. And
Maybe show the picture because
mhm,
it's hard to visualize, unless
mhm.
you have it for me to try. But do
Not
you?
no no no. Sure. Uh, Today I don't. So the second item during various festivities.
Yeah, show the picture and then people can
So
know a bit more.
in English it could pass as a pie.
I also want to do a little bit of criticism on the packaging, you guys.
Mhm,
First, the language didn't vibe. Sweet milk solids, that is just weird. But also the readability is not the best. Like
mhm,
if you look at it, there's some pink text. It's really hard to read. What is
mhm,
that?
mhm,
The reason I'm saying is I might have some designers on the list listening to it, and I think it's worth mentioning. It says make it a Yadgar moment, but it's just pink written on black. It's just not the
mhm.
vibe. Everything else is sort of okay. There's also like this gradient, which I'm not that keen on.
All right. So I opened it.
Yeah,
There are different type of pies and other sweet cake-like dishes. I'll show one that is culture specific, but can be found in other countries as well. So basically, one
sure.
I'll first describe. one takes a lot of white bread pieces, uh, covers with chocolate, and then makes a roll like a sausage thing. So here it's how it looks like.
Is it a cake, did you say?
Uh, in English, it would pass as a cake. In Lithuanian,
Okay.
it's called lazy man.
Lazy man. Okay. I'll show again. Well, lazy man dish, you guys.
Mhm.
So chocolate and then some cake type of thing in the middle.
Yes. I don't know if you ever tried this.
I might have. I don't recall.
Mhm.
I might have tried it.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have this dish like on all the celebrations, or is it like a casual cake thing that you have
It's
on the
not
table?
casual.
Okay.
Maybe, mm, how to say? Mm, Maybe it's quite celebratory.
Okay.
Uh, People don't pull it out on all the celebrations, but it's not casual by all means.
Okay. And do you just eat cake on its own, or is it like eaten with a tea or something?
With some kind of drink normally, but that doesn't mean that you should take a bite and drink. Normally, the drink just has to be present.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And is there any specific type of Easter dessert that you know? Because I know Easter is coming up, and there might be some listeners who might be celebrating Easter.
I don't think so. From my memory, just a bowl of candies,
Oh, okay.
because Easter is all about eggs.
Well, it is about eggs, but then
Mhm.
no specific dessert. Then do you think?
I don't remember at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Probably
How do
none.
you usually do? What do you usually do in Easter? Would you be able to describe? Because like in Pakistan, I we don't have Easter. Like in majority of people, they don't celebrate Easter. So it would be nice to know what you guys do in Lithuania on Easter.
So it is a family gathering in Lithuania during Easter, and normally before the actual Easter meeting, normally a day or a night before, people prepare various colored or dyed eggs, sometimes even with various patterns.
Hmm.
There are different ways to dye eggs. Then they just boil those eggs, and once they cool down, they might keep them in the fridge. And in the morning, before going to the family meeting, family gathering, they take those eggs and bring it. And the main part is where people pick randomly or whichever egg they like. And then there is a competition. One person holds an egg, say sharp side up, and another person with the same sharp side hits, and whichever cracks is the loser.
Oh, okay. So hit the egg with
Yes,
those like pointy bits.
yes. And
Okay.
uh, sometimes egg wins on one end and loses on another. Then you take another egg and keep fighting, and eventually you end up with two, three, or maybe more eggs. And if both sides are cracked while you were holding, then you must eat the egg.
Oh, okay. So what if the egg is cracked? That means you are losing. The other one is winning.
Yes, and in the end, normally there happens to be one abnormal egg with at least one hard side. Normally it's one hard side, the other is cracked. And then people are unable to crack that egg, and still, uh, if one side is cracked, then they eat that egg. They start peeling from that cracked side.
Okay. Like what I'm struggling with a little bit to understand that if the egg cracks on one side, but that person is losing the game and they are actually getting another egg. So
Now, if let's
that's
say
like a present.
a person who holds an egg has two shots, that means
Mm,
top and bottom, that means the dull and the sharp side. If they both crack, then you definitely have to eat that egg. And
okay.
if your one side of the egg cracks and another side of the egg does not crack, then you must compete with that side. And if you end up picking up the egg that is very hard, well, that according to this tradition, that's the only egg you will eat because it will outcompete others unless you want to select another egg and hope it's weaker.
Do you think we could? Do you think we could do this activity on live on around Easter? Do you think we could do that?
Hmm, hmm.
And
Perhaps we'll need to sit down and discuss again in an
yeah,
authentic atmosphere. It
yeah,
would look more genuine. This year we might not go to Lithuania, but
yeah.
maybe next
No,
year for the Easter we
make the
could.
flights cheap. Make
Mm,
the flights cheap.
yeah, flights are expensive during Easter or Christmas time.
Oh, they are ridiculous.
So, is there any dessert uh, apart from what we checked during celebrations in Pakistan?
There are loads. I think Pakistan is a place of desserts. they they love food.
Hmm.
There are so many desserts over there that I cannot name them. There are so many. And there's this one particular dessert that I really like, which I wanted to get for us, guys, English.
Hmm.
But I wanted to get it. But then I thought, no, it would just create a mess, and then I won't find the authentic one. Then I didn't get it. But it's
Show it.
yeah, so I'll show it. I think people might already know it. It's called patisa. I will show it to you as well. Patisa, or like a lachi, I think some people also call it, or like son papdi, some people also call it. I think there are like variations of a similar dessert. So it looks like this, and it's very flaky, like very flaky. Then you
Mhm.
eat it, and sometimes it's more glued together, so it's less flaky. But
Indeed, it
sometimes
looks very flaky.
okay, someone's saying like Navroz Mubarak. Yeah, so in Navroz, so we celebrate this holiday called Navroz, which is the Persian New Year, in which we also do like egg. We don't really break the eggs, but we paint the eggs, which
Mhm.
is yeah, which is already past now.
It's interesting that in different cultures, a very similar action takes place.
Yeah.
So this is patisa. So it looks like, well, I hope it tastes good. From the looks, it looks like building material for the roof.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like sawdust.
Uh, no, like this fiber
Yeah.
that doesn't catch fire.
Okay. Like I like it once it's like in this type of shape where this can get very
Mhm.
messy though.
Is it
I like it.
sweet?
It is very sweet. Yeah, it's like made with yeah, I think it's flour and sugar. That's
Mhm.
all it is.
Well,
And it's
it's
very
very
sugary,
tempting.
but it's really good because it's like very thin thread type things. So yeah, like a very thin thread
Mhm.
type things, and then you eat it. It doesn't get very overwhelming for sweetness, but
Mhm.
it's just really good. And then you
Mhm.
can have different flavors. Yeah, I'll get to the comment. Like you can have different flavors of this patisa as well. At least that's what I've seen in the shop. I think some of the bakeries do like loads of flavors, like pistachio and cashew and different flavors you can get, and different colors as well now. But I like the very authentic, like off-white colored one, which is the normal one. But we should definitely get that for you. I wanted it for this time, but I was like, it just won't be authentic, and I would get disappointed,
Mhm.
so I didn't get it. But I think once we go to Pakistan, then we
Mhm.
should definitely try patisa. I think that would be really good. I'll really like patisa. I think
Let's
that's
see
the
what does
highlight.
comments say.
Yeah, the comment is this egg breaking game is very, very popular at Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Oh, okay. So in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is one of the provinces in Pakistan, which
Mhm.
like borders Afghanistan. So
Mhm.
the comment says that the egg breaking game that you were describing
Mhm.
on Easter, that game is very popular in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So that's interesting because I didn't know about the game at all.
Mhm.
That is
You
so
see, learning
interesting.
from the audience.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Yeah, I would love to try the game and see how it is,
Mhm.
just to understand, and maybe like paint the egg?
So in the future, it's very realistic and possible that I can take you to my country and with my relatives, we can try that.
Yeah. And like when, for example, when Navroz is celebrated, the Persian New Year, we paint the eggs, but it's like people paint it in different ways. Obviously, they can use food color, they could use color pencils, different ways. But I wanted to check, how do you guys paint the egg on Easter?
There are
Like,
different painting ways depending how lazy the painter is.
that's true. That's the same in Pakistan. Like,
There
yeah.
are just commercial kits where you get a plastic sleeve, you put the egg inside, drop it into water, and the egg gets covered with some plastic sleeve.
Ah, okay, like a stencil.
Yeah, that's a very simple way. Now, in terms
I
of
will check.
painting, there are natural and not natural paints. So there is a dye that you just put into water and the eggs become dyed. But there are also natural dyes where,
More like these stencils. For example, if we put on the egg and then, well, something like this.
well, yeah, there are different
Different types of
different ways.
stencils.
So with onion shells, it's very popular way to dye eggs.
Like onion peel. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So like
onion
putting onion
peels.
peel in the water, like boiling water,
Yeah, and then keeping for a few hours.
like with
I
the
think
eggs.
beetroot and a few other ingredients. In theory, turmeric, haldi should work.
Oh, so like a lot of natural ingredients for egg paint. That's
Yes.
very interesting. Yeah, that's
If
nice.
you do the actual solid colors like saturated green, red, blue, then sometimes people, let's say, start a candle and they
Mm.
put some patterns with the candle wax.
This looks so interesting. So I just Googled about, is that how the onion peel one looks like?
So this could be made from onion peels, but here I see people might have added a
So,
leaf of a plant and then attached it. Let's see, maybe wrapped with a sewing string.
but this is so interesting that the onion peel itself can bring this much dye to the
Onion peel
water.
can give
That is very
brown
interesting.
color, but this is quite saturated. Normally, it's more in the hue area.
Yeah. But like, do people, so we can see some leaves and flowers. So do people just stick flour like with a glue on the egg and put the egg on in
No,
boiling water with onion peel?
I think the actual plant leaf is attached with sewing string.
Okay, so just to wrap
Yeah, show
around.
this.
Okay, yeah, this looks very interesting. So I found this picture which shows like different ingredients like beetroot, onion peels, and how the eggs would turn out. So turmeric, purple cabbage, blueberries. Well, we don't have blueberry type things that much in Pakistan, or but could find in some places. I don't know, maybe northern areas or something.
So in Lithuania, normally people buy brown eggs. They are the most common. And if you want something fancy or different, you can in some shops get a blue egg. Also, white is somewhere available as well. So for Easter, if you wanna dye egg with some nicer colors, sometimes people tend to purchase white eggs, which are not as common.
Ah, okay, yeah. In Pakistan, white eggs are more popular. There are brown eggs and like off-white type of eggs. We call them desi eggs.
Mm.
but
Mhm.
but they are, yeah, white eggs are the thing. They are most popular.
So egg color depends on the bird breed,
Mm.
the hen breed. So eggs can be very white, very solid brown, as if they are painted, and they can go into off blue, off pink color as well. Can be
Oh,
golden, depending on the hen.
I didn't know golden eggs were a thing. I thought that was just in storybooks.
I mean, not sprayed with gold paint, but
What do you mean by golden egg?
let me show.
Because I thought like golden egg, like
Mhm.
you see in a storybook that, oh, I found a gold egg, and then it would look like golden, like made out of gold. Is
No,
that
no,
not what you meant? That would be
no.
nice though,
That's
to have a golden egg from a hen.
I'll
Okay,
try to
yeah.
find, but this golden egg is the actual fairy tale.
It is a, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's all showing up with the gold eggs now on Google. Okay, but no, I get the idea. Like you mean slight golden hue, but not actually golden. I get it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Almost there.
Okay. Yeah.
One second. I had found it earlier.
Yeah. All of these look like, I will show this
Okay.
golden egg. This is what I imagined when somebody says golden egg.
So look here.
Yeah. Now I would say
This egg.
okay, yeah. So this is
Zoom in.
more like, okay. So this is what he meant by
So
golden
it's
egg.
not literally sprayed with gold paint, but it's not brown, it's not white, it's not really yellow, not pink, so it's of gold.
It's a little bit orangey browny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We have. Yeah. Okay. And I have also heard, like in Lithuania, they use wax on eggs. How do you use wax? Is it
Well,
as a stencil?
you take a candle and some kind of brush, stencil, and apply on the egg, and then you dye the egg, remove that wax, and you get different colors.
The pattern.
You can
okay.
make multiple layers.
Yeah. Okay. So just as a stencil.
Yes. Normally, more than 2 colors is very rare.
More than 2 colors for one egg?
Yes. It's possible, but it's very rare.
Like if you dip one side and then dip the other side?
No, I mean, if, for example, you paint the whole egg red,
yeah,
then let's say on some parts of the egg apply copious wax and paint the egg, let's say, green. Remove that wax.
Okay.
And then apply different color on different areas. And let's say if you apply wax on green or on red parts and then paint the rest, let's say blue, then only those areas would retain the color.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what else is on our topics that we might cover.
I think this may be all for today. Like we have almost reached an hour. Almost. Look at that. That's been really long. Like I would love to do an activity of egg painting or like that egg breaking activity. I think that would be really fun. Not today, but another day. That would be fun. And I would really like to I want to learn if there's an appetite for people to see how we apply henna patterns, but maybe that's a question for Instagram, so it's fine. Do you have any other final words? I would also love some feedback from the audience. If you would like to see anything else for us to do on a live session, if you like to see any particular video that we could make, any particular topics that you're interested in, or if you have any questions, please reach out. Let us know what you would like to see.
This was our first live video. We don't know if camera is the good setup. Maybe we need to get something different. I'm hoping that the microphone was not too far and not too close. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will learn and we will improve if something is not right.
Yeah. I think this was a very good experience. I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed making the live, and I hope the audience enjoyed it as well. But the engagement was really good. Thanks to you guys.
Yeah,
That's
plenty
really
of
good.
comments.
Loads of comments. Thanks, you guys. No, I really appreciate it. I think that makes all the effort, worth it when like there's a bit of engagement. I mean, we would still make it if there were no comments, but I really appreciate it. This gives a good load of motivation. But yeah, I would love to do more live sessions. So I will keep you guys posted whenever there's a next live one. This time I didn't do any Instagram marketing because I wasn't sure how the live would go. But next time I'll make sure to do marketing more widely so then more people can join in. So we'll see. But yeah, in the meantime, any comments, suggestions, feedback, please write to us. We would love to know what you would like to see, and have a happy festive time. Happy Eid Mubarak to anybody that's celebrating. I know it's a little early, but whenever you celebrate, well, we wish you Eid Mubarak for that.
According to Google, Eid will be in India, Pakistan, perhaps tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. On Monday. Tomorrow is in
On
the
Monday.
UK.
And tomorrow in UK.
Yeah. Well, almost getting there. We'll have lovely rest of the fasts if you're fasting. And if you're celebrating Eid, well, Eid Mubarak. And we'll see you guys in the future live. Bye.
Bye.